Forget what you heard. Yeah, boy!
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Forget What You Heard. Hi, I'm Aaron,
And I'm Luke.
and on today's episode, we're gonna go free agent frenzy on you. It's been a crazy 24 hours of NFL free agency, this, that, the other. Oh, my head's spinning. But before we get down to it, there's a legendary man sitting across from me, and I need to hear his words at this very moment, or I'll go into epileptic shock. How you doing, Brother Bear?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, free agency, man.
Oh, howdy hooty.
Clock is ticking. Boys are spending a lot of big names signing. It hadn't been too crazy, but I think it's just the beginning of a lot of big moves. And just a lot of under the radar signings, player movement. Just been fun to track, man. You get those little notifications going. Hey, you got this guy going here, 3 for 33. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Get you thinking for a minute.
It makes me giddy like a young man, in a ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese, man.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing those notifications, new face in a new place, there's just so much of that. I think the NFL's gotten really, taking advantage of the whole, because really it's tampering, because they're not officially signing on the dotted line just yet, I don't believe. But so they basically make the deal and they're agreeing to it, but it's not sign, seal, deliver, as Stevie Wonder once said.
It's just like a verbal agreement.
Yeah, it's like a wink, wink, nod, nod. Yeah, I'm doing this. But we've seen people change their mind, i.e. Randy Gregory. He had the agreement with the Cowboys. Next thing you know, he's wearing orange.
Yeah, that's true.
Snuck it. It's just a weird legal tampering. But to me, it's amazing. Just all the different moves, the different contracts, the new lease on life for your team that you root for. You're like, oh, wow, we made some moves. We see that, scared money don't make no money. And there's some teams out there that haven't made any moves. And that fan base, I can think of one right on the top of my head, the Arizona Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Very quiet. And that fan base.
Same with the Bengals.
Yeah, very quiet. And you're losing players at the same time, which is even worse while you're not adding any players, which is a tough pill to swallow. It's just an interesting dynamic, free agency. It breaks hearts, it makes days, man. It's just it's a wild ride, a whirlwind of emotions. And for me, I'm on planet 8, man. I'm on, cloud 9. I'm just living it up right now.
Yeah, I can tell, man. You're looking like John Stossel over there with that jacket.
Hey, man, I ain't a day shade over 40, brother.
No, you're not.
But
You summed it up though, man. I mean, that's basically what it is and what it was. Still a lot of big name free agents that have yet to be signed yet. Gardner Johnson, the safety for the Eagles, is
he
one
followed
name.
the Broncos.
Orlando Brown Jr., the tackle.
Big man.
There's a lot of big, under the radar type of guys, and a lot of trade rumors as well.
DeAndre Hopkins.
He's on the move. Brandon Cooks is
He's
going.
in trade rumors. The weird thing is, I think the wide receiver position has been very slow to the taking on this free agency.
Yeah.
Jacoby Myers was the big name, probably the biggest name in free agency, wouldn't you say? One of them?
Or Odell, yeah.
Ugh, I'm tired of hearing about Odell Beckham Jr. He's asking for $20 million, dude. You're not getting a day shade over $8 million from me.
I ain't a day shade over 8.
I need you to understand something, Luke. I am the one who farts. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, it's just like the wide receivers just. I wouldn't even say this class is strong though. What is it? DJ Chark, Juju Smith-Schuster. And I think I know why, because there's some good old wide receivers in that draft class, bub. No reason to go spend a pretty penny when you got a pretty penny that would be on a rookie contract for at least 5 years or 4 years, whatever it is.
Yeah, we were talking about this a little earlier off the podcast that, like, I think, like, with the names, you know, like, receivers are expendable, I think, nowadays. Even star receivers get traded, you know. You can find hidden gems. You can find good, talented receivers anywhere. Free agency, trade, draft. Like, it seems like they're always available. There's an abundance of them. So no one's really scrambling. Because if you think about it, there's thousands of people that play receiver, you know. Probably more so than any other position. And you only carry 5, 6, 7, 8 on your team. There's going to be a ton of options, a ton of speed. I mean, obviously, the superstars are few and far between, but you can find good, talented receivers just about anywhere.
Yeah, and I think for wide receivers, it's all about the system they're in. There's some systems where wide receivers thrive. That it's like an offense has to mold to a wide receiver's strength, and if they go to a place that doesn't, it makes them look bad.
Do you have an example of that?
Let me think. I mean, the biggest one I can think of was a long time ago, Chad Ochocinco.
Okay.
On the Patriots, like, they do it a certain way. That's not Chad's style. You know, and he completely was irrelevant. Let's see. Do you have one on the top of your head?
No, I was just seeing if you had someone in mind.
What's like a free agency bust signing?
Maybe Juju for the Chiefs last year.
He wasn't bad.
No, but like I see what you're saying in terms of like playing to their strengths, but I guess it's different. Like
the biggest one of all of them, Kenny Golladay.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great one.
Kenny Golladay needs. I mean, he might be bad, but with Matthew Stafford, a gunslinger, Daniel Jones wasn't like that.
No, he's not a separator. That's what Daniel Jones.
Yeah, and Matthew Stafford's going to force-fed him.
Right.
Daniel Jones isn't going to do that. You're going to need separation. He's not that guy.
He's not that guy.
That's probably the best example I can give you.
Yeah, that's a good example. But I think, yeah, with like the greats, great receivers, like they'll fit in any scheme. You can kind of like put them wherever.
I mean, wasn't there a little bit of worry with Tyreek Hill and Devontae?
Yeah.
There's a little skepticism, but
it doesn't matter for those
guys.
guys. Talent
trumps all when it comes to those guys. I mean,
right.
Yeah, I mean those. We're talking about top 10 wide receivers, but yeah, it's just weird to see that. Usually, wide receivers are pretty, but they're turning into, running backs. Running backs are very expendable.
Yeah. Well, staying on the receivers, I just want to say, like, the landing spots for the ones that have so far signed or been traded is, I mean, you mentioned Jacoby Myers. He ended up signing with the Vegas Raiders.
I will say that one surprised me when
Me too.
Luke broke the news to me at the gym, and I was a little taken back. I had to rack the weights and look him in the eye and say, "Wow, that's interesting. That's did not expect." I was thinking Giants.
Titans.
Yeah, like a team that really I was thinking Jacoby would have went somewhere where he's going to be the guy,
Right.
Isn't that what every wide receiver wants, those little divas? Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, to me, when I first started, I was thinking like Josh McDaniels, linking back up with him is probably the biggest reason, but I don't know. I mean, he got paid, 3 for 33, but like how with Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, like to go from having your breakout year as the number one in New England to now being second, third, or fourth option, like not my favorite fit, but thought it was interesting.
That's not even the biggest signing for the Raiders, though.
It's not.
Jimmy GQ.
Jimmy Lopelis.
But and to go on about your point with Jacoby Meyer, like having Jimmy Garoppolo. That's not a guy that's going to spread the wealth like in abundance. It's going to be, Jimmy, we've talked about this numerous of times, Luke. What does Jimmy G do as a quarterback?
Game manage.
Yes, amen. He's just gonna do what the defense gives him. He's not gonna put up 300 yards a game. He's not gonna be spreading the wealth. He's not gonna be feeding the orphans. He's gonna give it to Devontae, who's gonna be open for the majority of the time. But I will say, what can it hurt to add Jacoby Myers
Yeah.
for the Raiders organization?
Exactly.
They're gonna be
That's what
scary.
we're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like it doesn't hurt to have a guy like that.
But for Jacoby personally,
Right.
might be a boo-boo.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's one of those good guys, not a diva, and he just wants to win a championship.
Doesn't seem like he is. Coming from New England, he's probably learned, hard work, dedication. It's about the team first.
Next man up.
And he wants to bring that mentality because Josh McDaniels is that same way, I'm sure. And but yeah, another one was Robert Woods going to the Texans. I don't know if we mentioned that.
No, we didn't. I completely forgot. What did we ever get the details on that contract?
I
'Cause it
can
was
look at it right here. Yeah.
The day later, they still didn't have details of the contract.
So it's a 2-year, $15.25 million, includes $10 million guaranteed.
Robert Woods, man.
What do you think about it? I mean, is it impactful, or is it just he's gonna mentor the young guys they're gonna try to bring in, or Brandon Cooks is on the way out, right?
I would assume so, but maybe they're bringing in Robert Woods so Brandon Cooks will stay.
Really? You think,
Aren't they friends?
did they play together in Los Angeles?
Yeah, and they were real good together.
It tells me that Brandon Cooks is gone. I think the time's he's on the way out. Is what it is. I got out of it.
Robert Woods is coming off a down year. He's not going to a better situation, in my opinion. So to me, it's not much. It's not moving the Richter scale for me, Lou. It's not causing a tsunami.
But I mean, think about it, right? What is Robert Woods' greatest strength as a receiver?
Short, intermediate routes, screens.
His blocking.
Is he really?
He's like the best blocking. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's one of the best. I guarantee it. How did they use him in Los Angeles his final year? Blocking. That's why. Remember, he had a down year.
Yeah.
He's a great blocker. They're gonna want to run the ball a lot. That's what that tells me. They also brought in Noah Brown from the Dallas Cowboys. Also went to Ohio State University. And to me, they're just bringing in guys. I still think they'll draft a receiver though.
Well, I mean, they're adding pieces they need. I mean, they were in dire need of wide receivers, and they're bringing them in. I mean, they're not fancy or anything, but they're talented, young. Well, Robert Woods isn't young. Noah Brown's pretty young, isn't he?
Yeah, 26, 27. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're bringing in what they can. They brought in an offensive lineman?
The Texans?
Yeah.
They sure did. Shaq Mason. They traded for him.
See, this is the signing that I really like from the Houston Texans. Beefing up that offensive line. They got a solid offensive line last year. It was pretty good. Adding Shaq Mason, a veteran, I think it shows. They need to help out their young quarterback who they're going to draft in the draft. And they also need to help out Dameon Pierce.
Yeah, I mean,
I love it. I like that for the Texans. I even like the Noah Brown, Robert Woods, but I really like the Shaq Mason veteran.
Jimmy Ward. I like it. I like Shaq Mason. I think it's a good get. Kenyon Green, other guard. Depending on what they do with Laramie Tunsil, having him, and then Titus Howard at right tackle, not bad. It's a solid group.
Yeah, you mentioned Jimmy Ward reuniting with D'Amico Ryans.
No, hopefully he's still got it. I used to really like him a lot. I think he's been dealing with injuries the last 2 years, but he's a solid player. Getting back to receiver, the biggest news we have yet to talk about. Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears made a trade. The Bears acquired DJ Moore in exchange for the first overall pick. The Bears also received the 9th overall pick, a second rounder, and a 2024 first and a 2025 second. That's a juicy.
Bravo, bravo, bravo to the Bears. I mean, they were in major need of changes. You needed wide receiver. They went up and got one of the best wide receivers in the league, DJ Moore.
Yes, sir.
And they got capital back. And I think, well, if we can just get into it, the Bears are winning all the way around right now. Free agency, draft capital, a young quarterback. I just like what they got going on, man.
Going off of that, I think they've had the best offseason in the NFL. They've been killing it. I mean, they spent almost $100 million on 2 linebackers, Tremaine Edmonds, 4 years, $72 million, great, really good linebacker, and T.J. Edwards, younger, kind of a breakout year last year with the Eagles. They got him for 3 years, so I think they're just beefing it up. Bringing in DJ Moore is huge, because you have Darnell Mooney. He's more of a deep threat. He doesn't really have that. Chase Claypool's similar, but DJ Moore is a very intermediate kind of guy. Like he's a guy you can rely on, middle of the field, short in stature but built. Like he has that. He's a number 1 receiver in the NFL, and that's something that they didn't have. That alone for getting the number 1 pick is big, and also acquiring the number 9th pick. I mean, you can kind of play the board, and then shoot, the next year, 2024 first rounder, Carolina could be one of the worst teams. You could have 2 top 10 picks next year as well. So what a huge trade for Chicago. And then we mentioned Nate Davis, the guard from Tennessee. I'm a big fan. 3 years, $30 million. They brought in. They've just been killing it, man. I'm giving them an A+ so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to give them an A. And what I like about, how the Bears always have that linebacker.
Yeah.
They're predicated on the linebacker.
Urlacher,
Roquan Smith, and now they bring in 2 guys that.
Dang, what was that other guy? Who was there with Urlacher? Not Larry Foote. Something like that.
I don't remember, but.
No, we have to remember. Go ahead. Sorry, I'll look it up.
But just getting back to, what Bears football is, man. Black and blue. We're going to bust your head open. I like it, man. What's his name? What's the GM's name? Ryan Poles?
Ryan Poles, yeah.
He's done a fantastic job. It was looking very bleak there in Chicago, for a couple years. But, they made those big moves, and they got a promising future ahead. It's didn't they have DJ Williams for a little bit? Lance Briggs.
Lance Briggs is the linebacker I'm thinking of.
Yeah, they've always had the
Mike Singletary, Dick Butkus. Man, they got it, man. They got it.
Yeah, they just needed some identity, especially on offense. But DJ Moore provides that, and we'll see if Justin Fields. Yeah, I think this is what the doctor ordered.
Yeah.
A spoonful of cinnamon makes the medicine go down.
Yeah, it's just nice because the rumors, remember, it was like, oh, what are the Bears going to do? They're going to take a quarterback, trade Fields. But then, they're like, no, we're going to do Fields. We're going to do this right, build around him, do what we have to do.
Simple. I was saying that.
Yeah.
Don't trade Justin Fields. He just had a breakout year.
It's nice to know they didn't mess up. Yeah.
He flashed his arm. He's got wheels.
Yeah.
You can't just recycle people like that in every draft and think you're going to be all right. You got a franchise guy, you stick with him. You believe in Jalen Hurts, you stick with him. Look what happened to Jalen Hurts and Eagles. Went to the Super Bowl. Got lost in the Super Bowl.
Hey, relax, would you?
Hey, come on, man. Someone's got to say the truth around here.
Going to the other side of that trade, Carolina Panthers moved up to 1.
Anthony Richardson.
What do you think they got planned?
What do you call him, Tony Rich?
Yeah.
Luke, it's no secret. They love Anthony Richardson. It's a love.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to draft him. They're crossing their T's, dotting their I's to make sure they can get that young man who blew everyone away at the scouting combine.
You're pretty confident in that, huh?
I'm very confident, but at the same time, is it worth it? On the outside looking in, maybe for them it's worth it, but you're taking Anthony Richardson ahead of Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud.
Why move up to 1? Why not move up to 3 or 4? Trade up to Arizona.
But I think after the combine, they're just trying to shore up that they get him because he's rising. He's that wild
C.J. Stroud
card.
had a great combine as well, though. When it's just throwing and very accurate.
Throwing?
Yeah, and I watched a YouTube clip. It was about 15 minutes. Josh McCown broke down C.J. Stroud, and he fell in love. The quarterback coach for the Carolina Panthers is Josh McCown.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was kind of thinking, like, he had an excellent combine. Apparently, he was the most accurate quarterback there. I mean, he seems like a good kid. He played great in the big games. So to me, I see Tony Richardson after the combine being like, yeah, we got to move up to get him. But I also think, like, C.J. Stroud is also in consideration. I think those two are the guys.
Someone said that he could come in and be like Joe Burrow.
Who?
I just read that.
No, who could be that?
C.J. Stroud. Just come in.
So? Because he's ready already?
Yeah, like a guy that isn't phased by much, very accurate, not going to give you a lot. Like, I mean, he's sneaky athletic. He's a winner, basically.
Yeah, I mean, we have to see, right? But I can see that. He can be very impactful right away.
I mean, if you had to pick who the Panthers pick, who would you think they'd choose at 1?
I mean, we've been talking. It's probably Tony Richardson, right? But I think ultimately, it's going to be C.J. Stroud. I do.
But what is the percentage confidence you have in that pick?
It's between those two guys for me, I believe.
Is it like 51-49?
Like 60-40 probably, yeah. And, like, I think Bryce Young not competing or not doing the NFL Combine says a lot. I don't think teams like that. I mentioned that in the previous podcast. So, to me, it's between those two guys. I think they proved themselves and showed a lot. We'll just have to see. Apparently, they could still trade down. They're still open to trading down. We'll see. Austin Eckler is seeking a trade right now as we speak.
I thought he already did that.
Chargers have now given star running back Austin Eckler permission to seek a trade. They failed to make any progress on a new contract. Sounds like he's gone, Bo.
No.
Yeah?
No, I think they just have to let him do that because they didn't reach an agreement.
Yeah, but if they don't reach an agreement, then what?
Doesn't he still have a year?
Yeah, but if he wants to leave,
if he doesn't find a trade,
they can't make him play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that seems strange to me.
Where would be a good fit for Eckler?
Buffalo Bills.
If I'm the Chargers, I wouldn't have an issue trading him, to be honest.
Why? Because he's 28.
He's 28. He's a running back, and I can draft Bijan Robinson. I guess the Jets. You want to talk about the Jets and Rodgers?
Yeah, I do want to talk about the Jets and Aaron Rodgers. I want to say it's I don't like it. I don't like what's going on. I don't like that Aaron Rodgers isn't even on the team, but everyone knows he's on the team.
He's bigger than everyone.
What am I missing, Luke? I haven't got no breaking news, but everyone's talking like Garrett Wilson's like, oh, I can enjoy my vacation. Everyone's like, oh, Rodgers recruiting multiple players to come to the Jets with him.
He's going to the Jets. It's a lock.
I need to see the little notification on my phone, Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. And
He's going, dude. It's set. It's already in place.
Aaron Rodgers lives above the law.
He does.
And I'm tired of this lawless man and his darkness retreats, man.
I mean, yeah. I don't really like it either. I don't, but
Just ink it, dude. Just sign it. Go get traded to the Jets and then do the recruiting. I don't understand, dude.
It's funny because the Jets are talking to Alan Lazard, Randall Cobb, and Mercedes Lewis right now.
Watch. They're going to bring all three in and then trade for Rodgers.
Right.
See, I think Aaron Rodgers should have to retire.
Why?
I'm just kidding, dude. I'm actually...
That's exciting for the Jets.
Besides me being petty about Aaron Rodgers getting what he wants and doing what he wants, I'm excited to see him in the green and white in New York with those weapons, with that team. The AFC East will be interesting.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be a cakewalk.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the whole outside of football, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, it's we're over that. It's annoying, but when it comes to football, Like, that's exciting for the Jets. It's exciting for the Packers. I'm sure Packers fans are sick of Aaron Rodgers. It's time to move on. We have Jordan Love. You know, let's turn a new page, man. So I think for both sides, I think it's what's best for both teams. And the Jets, man, why not? Go get Lazard, Mercedes Lewis. You know how I feel about him. Bring him in, man. Those are guys he's familiar with.
There's no room.
Those guys can help the new young guys that the Jets have, teach them Aaron Rodgers' ways and ways that, you know, they can succeed.
Did Brett Favre go to the Vikings?
He sure did.
Did he go to the Jets?
He is.
But he went to the Vikings first? Or the Jets first? Aaron Rodgers is turning into Brett Favre right in front of my eyes. Next thing you know, he's going to be doing Wranglers.
Aaron Rodgers. Pardon my French.
Don't say anything bad about Brett Favre on the podcast. He will sue us.
No, I'm going to say,
Don't say anything about the alleged
No. He
taking charity money and buying his girl.
Right, he did what he did. I'm not going to hold him on that.
Hey, but don't speak it out loud, man, because we'll get a civil lawsuit at your front door.
I'm just saying, Rodgers is a lot better than Brett Favre ever was, so.
Brett Favre has... Does he have 2 Super Bowl rings?
He might have CTE, too.
Dude, he definitely does, dude. He started wearing Wranglers on his head.
Yeah, he's stealing.
Hey, man, don't say anything bad about Brett Favre. This is a pro Brett Favre podcast.
Yeah.
Not.
I think he's a bad guy.
Come on, man. You don't want to talk about my favorite team or what?
I want to talk about the Jalen Ramsey move.
All right, you're saving the best for last then, huh?
Yeah.
Heard that.
Jalen Ramsey was traded to the Miami Dolphins for a third-round pick in Hunter Long. Shout out Hunter Long.
Yeah, I think it's a big move for Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
I think Miami is where Jalen Ramsey needs to be. He went to Florida State. He's got ties in Florida. Him and Xavier Howard. Is Xavier Howard going to be there?
Yes, sir.
Byron Jones being crippled.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, prayers up to Byron Jones. He's going to have to retire, but Jalen Ramsey gives Miami that dog in the secondary, guy that's going to talk trash, annoy the other wide receiver. It's always going to be a showdown. I love that. The lights are getting brighter and brighter in Miami. I tell you that much, bub.
Yeah, Miami's got something brewing around there, man. They keep building year in and year out, making moves. They're not holding nothing to it. I like the move, man. Xavier Howard and Jalen are both, ball hawks, top corners in the gang. And to go along with Javon Holland in the secondary, it's a good group of guys, man. And rumors to be said, but Dalvin Cook apparently has been in talks with the Dolphins about a potential trade.
Another Florida State boy.
Which would be make that team just next level on both ends,
Luke, let me hold your feet to the fire.
Okay.
With all the moves that the Dolphins and the Jets have made, are they giving the Bills a run for the AFC East crown?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not even like a foregone conclusion that the Bills are going to win that division anymore with all these moves. If you ask me, especially Aaron Rodgers, I think it's going to be
the Bills haven't really made nothing much.
That's what I'm saying, man. What do you think about that?
I would still take the Bills as the favorites, but like you said, the gap is closing quickly, especially if Rodgers comes in. I mean, dude, the Jets won 8 or 9 games last year with Zach Wilson and Mike White. You bring in a Hall of Fame caliber quarterback, and you keep bringing in pieces. They re-signed Quincy Williams and brought in Chuck Clark. They're just building, bringing Rodgers. That is a 10-11 win team pretty easily.
Didn't Mike White go to the Dolphins?
He sure did.
I tell you what, if Tua gets one of those contusions on his head, they got Mike White, gunslinger. I like that.
Yeah, better than Skylar Thompson.
I mean, if Mike White puts up those numbers with Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson, Mike White is going to be just fine with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
Why you say Mike White? It's Tua.
I know, but if Tua gets one of those, the jiu-jitsu practice doesn't work and he lands
put
on his
that on him.
head. I don't wish anything on him. I'm just saying he doesn't know how to, handle it.
You know what the Jets should do next?
What?
Start talking to Jordy Nelson and Greg Jennings.
Donald Driver?
Yeah, bring them all in, dog.
Who's the guy that got arrested on the Packers?
Jawan Winfrey.
No, the safety, Darren Sharper.
Oh. Dan Sharper, the hottest hitting safety in the league.
Yeah, that guy deserves. I think he's spending like 40 years, a little 40 piece in the
Good.
prison, dude.
Yeah.
He's disgusting.
But yeah, I mean, what do you think? Do you think the Bills are still the team to beat in that division?
I do not.
No, okay. So the Bills' biggest need was a guard. They brought in Connor McGovern.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Good move. Re-sign Matt Milano.
But Poyer's gonna be gone.
Poyer will be gone. So I haven't really lost much, though. Gabe Davis sounds like.
Yeah, but
he's
they
on
need it. They need a lot. And
How
these
so?
these other, they had weaknesses, dude.
You have a healthy Von Miller comes back healthy.
Okay, but I'm talking about offensively. Josh Allen cannot do that for a whole season and playoffs. Expect him
But
to
offensively, okay, can you give me like their needs on offense?
more weapons.
Like
And they need a
receiver?
ground and pound. They need a ground and pound, wear you out running back, not a finesse, but a ground and pound.
What about Miles Sanders?
That'd be great.
Okay, so hear me out. You bring in another guard, draft offensive line. You still have great weapons. Dawson Knox, Diggs, Khalil Shakur, Gabe Davis.
Not enough.
You bring in one more.
Okay, if they haven't done it, then what am I supposed to say?
I'm just saying.
Hey,
like,
I'm not speaking hyperbole here.
but like they're going to, you know?
Dude, Luke, you act like I'm speaking Braille right now.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
Luke, all I'm saying is I got to see the moves to believe them. What do you want me to do? Speculate?
I would just assume that they would, you know? They haven't, which is okay, but there's still a lot of time out there, man.
Last time I speculated, it was changed into.
You changed your gender again? What am I gonna do with this guy, man?
I had something really important to say about the Jets should trade Sauce Gardner.
For who? What do you mean?
I'm just kidding. Sometimes he gets on my nerves.
Why does so many people get on your nerves? Can we
Dude,
talk
he's
about
a rookie and he's already just doing all that talk, man.
it? So?
What if he gets absolutely destroyed next year?
By what?
All the number ones he faces. Like bad boys move in silence, i.e. Patrick Surtain II. You don't hear a peep out of him because you know what he's doing. He's on the field playing one-on-one.
What has Sauce been saying that's bothering him?
The whole Aaron Rodgers stuff. I'll burn the cheese head. I'm the best. He's got like a sauce chain. I don't know. I think his head's getting bigger than his britches. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I mean, I guess.
Or does he deserve that talk?
I mean, I guess, but why? Yeah.
Keep up that talk, Sauce, because you ain't Patrick.
But it's fine though. I don't know why it's such a big deal, like for you to not like someone. Like he just plays football.
I didn't say I liked him. I said he's starting to rub me the wrong way.
Which means you're starting to not like him.
Exactly. But I don't not like him right now.
But he's already one of the best corners in the league. Like let him do his thing. You know.
I have to see it for another year.
You will see it
Okay,
another year.
then I'll change my mind then.
You're gonna see it one more time.
If he can keep the talk and the play up, I'll have nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Let's talk about Denver's moves. They made
Hold
the
on,
most.
man. We got a couple small ones we need to do.
All right, you
Like-
got mad at me earlier for not going there, but all right.
Hargraves.
Yeah, to the Niners.
Yeah, that's just one big one, right?
Is that big?
I mean, didn't he get paid like a hefty amount? 5 years, $85 million or something?
He got paid 4-year, $84 million, $40 million guaranteed to the 49ers.
Does that make you mad?
No, doesn't make me mad.
Do you think it was a good move for 49ers?
Yeah, I mean he's a good player. Him and Javon Kinlaw will be nice.
Golly.
That's a big contract. He deserves it, but
I remember the game we went to, Hargreaves had like two or three sacks.
did he?
And that was like the first time I ever knew about him.
You didn't know where he was before Philly?
No.
Pittsburgh.
You know what division don't make any moves?
AFC North.
Yeah, but they got
Cleveland.
Cleveland got don't tell me Tomlinson.
Yeah, they've gotten some guys.
And the Steelers also got Patrick Peterson, which was way out of the left field.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Dude, their secondary is horrible. The Steelers.
Did they have
Horrible.
Cam Sutton?
He went to the Lions.
So they don't have him anymore.
No,
Patrick Peterson isn't even good. Is he still?
I don't think so. He'd be like a good depth guy. Dude, but they gave him 2 years, $14 million.
Yeah, I mean, the Bengals haven't done nothing. Baltimore.
Yeah, they haven't done and the Browns have only brought in Tomlinson and Okoronkwo, the Texans' edge.
I like him.
They gave him 3 years, $19 million.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I went to the Jacksonville game and he showed out.
Really?
Yeah, against the backups.
Yeah, he's solid. He'll replace Jadeveon, I guess.
It's like those teams play like we're playing in like the 1960s, bro.
Just
Like
heavy run.
on field and off the field. Like the Ravens won't pay Lamar.
The Bengals are a little different than the rest, though, I think.
Well, it's like the Ravens won't pay Lamar. The Browns are like the opposite when they get fully guaranteed Deshaun Watson. And like the Steelers are still living in the 1960s.
You don't like Kenny Pickett?
I like Kenny Pickett, but
George Pickens?
I love George Pickens.
I just think, yeah, they're kind of all old, but the Bengals kind of transitioned a lot quicker and sooner is why they're, like, better, you know?
Yeah. Drafted better.
Because those other teams are, like, run heavy with the Browns, the Ravens, and the Steelers. You know, usually try to have a good defense, run the ball. But the Bengals are like, nah, we're gonna Joe Burrow you out, you know?
Burke.
Let's talk about the Broncos.
Ooh, I tell you what, Luke. I am shopping at Walmart this weekend.
You want to go to Marshall's?
Walmart, brother, because them boys been spending some money on my boys to get my team better.
Yeah, they spent $173 million in 11 hours on 6 players.
This is it's a breath of fresh air, man. After a tough season, we had some needs. And right when the whistle blew for free agency, we started paying people. We started writing checks. Mike McGlinchey, the tackle for the 49ers, man. 5 years, $85 million, man. 87 million. He's not great, but he's a good upgrade. We got the guard Ben Powers from the Ravens. They're both really good at run blocking, I believe. Ben Powers didn't give up a sack last year in 1,122 snaps. Zach Allen from the Arizona Cardinals. Don't know much about him, but Luke says he's got a good motor and a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah, I like Zach Allen. He's 25, 26. He's improved every year. He's similar to his replacement, Draymond Jones, who the Broncos lost to Seattle. Very similar. But he's a good player, yeah, good against the run. He only played 13 games last year because he broke his hand, but he's a hard worker, man. He's in a lot of plays. He knocks down a lot of passes. He's very active. He's a good player.
Signed, what's that, Merhertz?
Chris Manhertz.
Manhertz?
Yeah,
Tight end.
not much.
Just a blocking tight end. I like that.
Looks like they got their future quarterback.
Yep, Jared Stidham, which is an upgrade to me over Brent Ripon. Looks like we're going to be toting that rock, running that ball, because we got some maulers when it comes to the run game and better protection for Russell Wilson. a lot of trade rumors going around about our wide receivers. All I know is that maybe me and Luke can go to Walmart and hit a lick.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal a lot from them now. But staying on the Broncos still. Hopefully they're not done yet. You know, it'd be cool to see them just keep going, like spend another 150 million today. Just go
Isn't
out.
there a cap?
Is there?
Yeah. There's a cap, dude.
Nah, you got money. You're gonna spend it. Yeah, just keep growing off that. I mean, go get it like an edge. Get another edge guy. Get another DB. Bring in a running back. You just hammer it in, dog. Keep going. You got the Chiefs. You got the Chargers and the Raiders. You got to outpace them in free agency. You got to draft better than them. You got to just build it up. Trust in Sean Payton. Trust in George Patton. They're doing a solid job so far. Keep it going.
I give them an A.
That's rich.
And it's A for effort, man, because at least they're putting in the work, building in the trenches.
E for effort.
Re-signing Alex Singleton, who was a tackling machine with a smile on his face. And they re-signed their punter.
Yeah, I'd give
and
it
he was a busy punter last year, let me tell you. Probably the busiest in the league.
I'd say they upgraded basically everywhere. I mean, Stidham is upgrade over, like you said. Yeah, just upgrades on all these guys are starters at their position other than Stidham probably.
I just got to know who's on the outside for the Broncos, man.
I'd give them a B+ for now. I like that they're building the trenches. You know how I feel about that.
You got to get rid of Cortland.
Why?
Because now he knows that we've been shopping him around. He ain't going to be happy no more, so we got to get rid of him.
But what do you do to replace Cortland? You need him. You need receivers already.
Why can't we draft one or get one in free agency?
Who you going to get?
I'm not really sure. I mean, if he'll stay, I'd love to have him, but...
You don't have anyone in mind that you would want to replace? Or you're just like, get rid of them?
I mean, I would like a rookie wide receiver.
Who?
Coming from the draft.
Anyone? Josh Downs?
The guy from West Virginia.
Oh, you actually would want that?
Yeah, late. Take a flyer, dude. He could be a freak.
You want a late round receiver to replace your number one receiver?
Jerry Jeudy's our number one. Move everyone. Tim Patrick's coming back. Does that not count for anything?
No, I forgot about him. I forgot.
Hey, come on, man. Get on your P's and Q's.
It sounds like Judy's on the board too, though.
Hey. But I think they're shopping him to see what the temperature around the league is, and I don't think they're gonna budge from like a high second round pick.
What if someone gives him a second?
See ya. No, I really want Jeudy. I would like Hamler to stay. I would like Cortland to stay, but I think that relationship bridges have been burned.
Yeah, there's a few other teams that have been making some moves. One that I really like is the Giants signing Bobby Okereke, the linebacker from the Colts, 4-year, $40 million. It's a great get in my opinion. The Commanders have been making moves, low key. Andrew Wiley, tackle from the Chiefs. Nick Gates, guard from the Giants, who had like 7 surgeries last year. Crazy. Deron Payne, Cody Barton, Cameron Dantzler. You know, just a little bit here and there, man.
You're talking like a civil servant right now.
Atlanta Falcons traded for Jonnu Smith, the tight end from the Titans.
No, he's from the Patriots.
Re-signed Chris Lindstrom. And they also brought in Jesse Bates.
Saints keeping Mike Thomas.
They signed Jesse Bates. They also signed Taylor Heineke today.
Who did?
The Falcons.
They're making baby steps, but they're moving forward.
Is Heineke their starter?
For now, I guess.
What about Riddle?
Oh, yeah, Desmond. I mean, they'll have a little QB battle, but I would go with Ritter because we know what Heine's can do, man. He's got heart, but he ain't got skill.
Is he colored?
No, no, man.
Why not?
He's just your average Joe, really.
What's the smell on him?
Huh?
What's the smell on him?
It's probably very
Devin Singletary's a free agent running back?
detrimental.
Did you know that?
No.
Me neither.
Why don't the Bills just go with James Cook?
Trade for Dalvin and James. Right?
I can't think of a better combination.
Damian Harris.
Hmm. Damian could be
He'd be a
nice.
great fit in Buffalo, honestly.
He would be. He's a good running back, dude.
Dang, that's a great fit.
If you could just hold on to that ball, man. He rips off those 10 7-yard runs, man. He's just ripping it up.
Yeah, he does. He does. What about Derrick Henry to Buffalo?
Derrick Henry can do whatever he wants, but he ain't getting my attention.
What if the Broncos traded for him? Would you be a fan of him then?
No?
Yeah, you would.
You know I want Javonte front and center.
He will be.
Okay, then. I don't need Derrick. If Derrick's the backup, then yeah.
The Broncos are bringing in a running back whether you like it or not.
And they have to.
Yeah.
They got rid of Chase Edmonds.
Why wouldn't you want it to be a good one?
I selfishly just want Javonte Williams to be the best running back of our generation. Like, I want him Saquon. I want him to get all that Dalvin Cook work. I want him everything.
Why? That's so interesting.
Because he's that good. Why? I trust him when the ball's in his hands, we're getting plus yards. I didn't know that was a crime against humanity, Lou.
No, it's not a crime, but like as a Broncos fan, wouldn't you want like?
I know you're an Eagles fan and they just give the ball willy-nilly to any running back, but I want a every down back.
That's interesting.
What's the problem? I don't know. Injury risk? I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Don't you want the ball in your best player's hands most
Yeah,
of
but
the
what
time?
I'm saying is like, wouldn't you want like a good number 2 running back as well? Like,
I don't
yeah,
wa-
Javonte would still get 20, 25 carries, but have like, you know, a good.
Okay, I want a good backup, but I don't want a 50-50 split or anything like that.
Like
I hate
with Melvin
that.
Gordon.
I hated that. It literally took years
Yeah,
off
because
my
Melvin's
life.
wasn't good, but if you had like a good, nice complementary.
Melvin's not bad,
Yeah, he is.
but I don't understand like why they would do a 50-50. I don't want to talk about last year.
Alright.
My car right now has no rear view mirrors and no side mirrors. I'm looking straight forward.
All right, Dinklage.
You better take that back, Bo.
Is Kareem Hunt not a free agent?
He is.
Oh my God! See, the running backs are few. Dernis Johnson's a free agent. There's a lot, man. There really will be.
I would take Kareem Hunt.
Would you take Darrell Henderson?
No.
Mike Boone went to the Texans. Why not bring back like Latavius?
That's fine. Latavius is fine.
What about Jerick McKinnon?
No.
He had a good year last year.
He did.
You wouldn't like that? Why not Miles Sanders?
If you're going to pay him like a starting running back.
You liked David Montgomery, though. You like that when they brought him up and talking about him?
I don't really want him, no.
Why?
I like David Montgomery, man, but I'm glad he's looking for greener pastures. Because Khalil Herbert's better, dude.
Khalil Herbert's better?
Yeah. The Bears are going to be real good.
Really? This year?
No, I mean like one day because like they're young and like Khalil Herbert's got that juice in him, man. You ever seen that?
Mm-hmm.
There's certain guys you can look at and be like, man, he got juice. Like Dalvin Cook, every now and again, he's starting to lose his juice, but you saw it every now and again last year.
Yeah, he's
He's a little juicy.
He's got juice on
He's
him.
a little juicy fruit.
Yeah, I guess so, man. Leonard Fournette, man, he could find a place.
Broncos.
Saints.
Well, Alvin Kamara's gonna be there.
Prison. Yeah, Leonard Fournette on the Broncos would be a perfect match, actually.
I would love that.
That's a good one. That was your best one of the day.
Thank you. Come to the Broncos, dude. The water is fine. Hopefully he's one of the guys that followed Broncos on Instagram. Apparently a few did.
Yeah, Gardner Johnson.
I'd love to have him. He's like a dog, but he also...
They could use him. They need another guy like that in DB.
Yeah, Kareem Jackson ain't cutting it.
Is he still there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or maybe he's a free agent. Hopefully, dude. I'm tired of that old geezer. He's a Bronco, man. I like him. He done really well his career.
Yeah, he hadn't been that good.
But he's been there for us.
Last year, he
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Justin Simmons, good.
Justin Simmons is the best safety in the league. No bars hold.
No bars out. Rashad Penny.
Yeah, man, I like that.
See, you like guys. You just don't. you just.
I just don't want a 50-50 split. That's it. You can bring in talented people, but I don't want to. Javonte is better than whoever they bring in.
You know what the biggest conundrum would be for you if they did something like this?
What?
If they drafted Bijan Robinson.
Oh, dude, I'd be conflicted, dude.
You would be lost.
Dude, I'd be two-faced.
Yeah, you.
One day I'd be talking about, dude, Bijan needs more carries. Like, you see Javonte get the ball, and then I'm like, Javonte needs the ball.
Yeah, it would be crazy.
But
Those are
I
like
think
your two favorite
that,
players.
to be honest with you, that'd be a good problem to have. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That'd be like
I wouldn't feel sorry for myself.
those are your two favorite players.
I just hope Javante's back for the first game of regular season. Because I don't want none of this drama floating around.
Why?
I just don't. I don't know, man.
What about Brees Hall?
I like Brees.
Oh, sorry guys.
Hey, man, not on the phone. Not on the phone.
Why not?
Loud. What happened?
What else is there?
For what, football?
Anything?
You ever thought about the Northern Lights?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen pictures?
Yeah.
What is it?
You can actually rent like an igloo and stay out there
Yeah, and it's like clear.
and see through. Yeah.
Dude, I would live in there.
I do my best to act like a polar bear.
Dude, those polar bears will kill you.
Correct.
Apparently, if you work in Alaska and you're like, doing construction or something, like you're out in the wilderness, like let's say you're welding or something, or you're on a scaffold, they have to have snipers watching your back while you work
Sniper gang.
because the polar bear will come out and hit you and eat you while you're working.
Yeah, man, they're dangerous.
I think they're the most deadly bear.
Correct.
But I was talking about the Northern Lights.
Sure, I love
What are they?
Colors.
Where?
Electromagnetic fields.
Is it? How come I never learned about what the Northern Lights were? Is it something we're not supposed to really obtain the information upon?
Yeah, I think it's something you're like born into.
So either you know it or you don't.
Yeah. You gotta surround yourself with better people.
That's just like a bucket list thing for me to go to the Northern Lights or, see something incredible. I bet you when you look at those Northern Lights, it doesn't matter how many people you're with, you're going to go within yourself and see things.
Yeah, I might try and color it.
I feel like if I went to the Northern Lights with you, it would be a mistake.
Mistake?
Yeah, because you wouldn't understand the significance of what we're witnessing.
See, I'm looking at it in the opposite way. I think it would be so surreal that we would be speaking to each other telepathically instead of with our vocals.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I would like to go see the Northern Lights with you. That'd be pretty cool. But
I'd probably be flying on a magic carpet
for some reason
through the Northern Lights.
I'm envisioning in my head like us at the Northern Lights, and like I hear you making bear noises, and
for a little bit. Yeah.
I feel like you'd be making bear noises and like getting really in tune with nature, and it'd make me uncomfortable because that's not a place where you make bear noises, Lou.
You think I'd get animated out there?
I think you would. I think someone would come over you and you'd try to get a bear to come. Do your bear noise. That was like a moose.
Yeah, man, you gotta distract them.
That sounded like a grizzly.
It sounded like you lost something in your shorts.
I also heard a story about I also heard a story about like it was a Kodiak grizzly, and he came in the front door. No one knew. Like they're all doing like his wife was laying in bed, and he was like in the living room, and I guess the door was cracked, and bear came in, and when he came in, the door closed, so no one knew that that anyone could get in, and then the bear looked in the living room. I guess the guy didn't notice him, and then he went to the washer and dryer, and his wife could see the bear messing with the washer and dryer. So they ran out of the house, and his neighbor came and had to shoot the bear through the door. The glass door. Yeah, in the head. And there's a picture of it online, and it's huge.
What kind of bear?
Can you imagine you not having any idea that something's in your house and there's a bear?
What kind of bear?
Kodiak. Like I think it was like 8 foot.
Gosh darn.
But you're literally let's say you're playing 2K, you're watching TV, and you just see a giant, massive bear walk in your hallway.
I would be freaking out. That's for sure. I'd probably have like a aneurysm. Probably try to throw batteries at it or something.
I think I'd hide.
Like in the house?
Yeah, I'd like away from it.
You wouldn't try to get out?
No.
What if it sniffed you out?
Like if I have the closet door, it can't get in.
Dude, that thing can get through the door, dog.
Yeah, but what if he's not looking for food? He's not trying to kill you. He accidentally got in the house. He can't get out.
Why was he getting in the house in the first place? To look for food?
No, because they said that he walked past, like there's something on the counter to eat, and he didn't eat it.
Poor bear.
He
just
probably
got wrong place, wrong time.
I think he heard too many stories about the 3 bears and the porridge.
Goldilocks?
As a cub, he probably heard that story over and over again, and now he wanted his own porridge.
He wanted his own wooden chair.
And they took his dome. They killed him, man.
I mean, you have to, right?
Why can't you just open the door and hope that he goes out?
If you let him out, now you're outside together. No, I guess you're right. Yeah, why wouldn't they just try
No, I think you're supposed to kill any bear that gets close to humans.
Oh, that's true.
Because they get too accustomed to. Like he'll start walking into anyone's house after that.
Yeah, but what if it was just like an accident?
That's not an accident, dude. You don't walk into someone's house like that on accident.
That's true. You're right.
That's what every burglar says. Oh, it was an accident. How do you open the door and then get in on accident?
But hey, every situation's different.
That guy was out for blood.
I accidentally fell in the toilet. I didn't do it on purpose.
Let me guess. You left the seat up.
Yeah.
You like to use bidets?
Never have, never would.
You'll never be clean, man.
I'm a paper chaser, dude. That's it.
Do you ever use wet wipes?
I have.
Dude wipes?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a technique you need to wipe with the wet wipes and then go with the dry rub.
Actually, yeah, I guess so.
It makes sense to me.
But I think it's smart to carry wet wipes like on you or in your car because there'll be places without any. I've been there, done that.
Oh. Can I talk about the app that I'm working on?
Yeah, I'd love it.
This app is trademarked and also copyright, so no infringement, please. It's called Priority Poo.
Wow.
It's whenever you're in an unfamiliar place, you need to go number 2, but you don't want to go to one of those trucker stops or the gas station restrooms that have been blown apart 3 times over that same day.
The park restroom with the cold seat.
Yeah, like you want comfort and a safe place to do your business.
You want that 5-star Buc-ee's.
So it'll be like you type in your zip code or it'll know your current location. It'll have like the stars of different restrooms around you rated and commented on by all the users of the app.
I like
So
it.
you can find if you're not looking for like a 5-star, you're looking for like a 3-star, you can find that. If you're just looking for the closest one, I'll even have porta potties on the app for you guys, for your enjoyment. Because let's remember, folks, poop is priority in our lives.
That might change the whole restroom game.
It will definitely
Because
change.
it's going to make the 1-stars want to elevate and renovate their restrooms and make it nicer so they're
so
higher
they can
priority.
get on priority poop.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be like a hot trending page.
Yeah, Buc-ee's will be up there, you know.
That one will probably be very highly rated. And it'll be like the Yelp of restrooms.
That's a fantastic idea.
Thank you. I want you to be the one that, because we need people to go to each restroom and rate them.
You need me to
And
tag them?
I can't think of a better person to do
I'm
that
good
job
at
than you.
restroom. I used to do that. every
Yeah,
day.
all the time. You did it on your own. Really, you're like the
Pioneer.
yeah. And so
I'm honored.
we're gonna take you to every restroom this side of the Mississippi.
Maybe you can name it Lugo's Poo.
You have your own section where it's like your favorites.
Lugo's Poo? Yeah.
Lugo's Poo, and it's like, you'd have your your must go restrooms, your stay away restrooms, your leisure.
Oh, man, this is amazing, actually. We need to get your LLC going.
I know, man. I hope no one takes my idea, because I've been working on it for
That's really good.
almost a decade now.
Yeah, that's incredible, actually.
Yeah, we'll get you on it, man.
How are you going to tag all these restrooms?
I already
Just use other people?
Yeah, because we can't get to every restroom.
I'm sure there's a way we can.
But I'm not, there's no restroom that is not accessible on this app. I'm talking about you can go into churches, you can go into businesses.
Ben and Jerry's.
But we're going to make sure that when someone goes there, they can get in. It's not like one of those places where, you have to be a paying customer. Nah, I got to go poop. And
You
that's
can
all
use
that
like a
matters.
filter, like bidet, or, they got, cherry flavored hand soap,
Having to poop matters.
Yeah, poo lives matter, dude.
Yeah, I mean, people don't understand that, and they'll reject your request for the restroom. Or, what restrooms are gonna get the most 1-stars, maybe half a stars, the ones that make you get a key.
Yeah, the little convenience stores.
Yeah, man, that's just unnecessary. I'm prairie dogging and turtle dogging out my buns, and you're making me walk to get a key and walk all the way back, unlock the restroom. By the time it's already in my shorts.
I mean, usually those places are like run down and have like crackheads. You might as well just do it on the front parking lot at that point.
Yeah, but there's those times where you cannot hold it.
Oh yeah.
Like this is an emergency.
I've done some gnarly ones out there too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like painful. It's like I've shed tears. I've yelled. I've screamed.
Yeah. Recently, you made me pull over. You got
man.
it wherever.
Well, I'm telling you, man, it's not fun. So I want to be the voice of the people. I want them to know that there is somewhere you can go.
You want to make a stand? Take a stand.
Pooping matters, man.
Poop is a priority.
Priority poo.
Priority poo.
That's what it's called.
I'm good with it, man. I'm fine with that.
My only question, I can't say this on here.
Go ahead.
How do I get it started? Do I need to learn how to code or something?
Nah, I'll help you with it.
App creation?
No, you gotta start a business, man. Get your LLC. Make it all tax-free. Write it off on taxes.
Yeah, but I just want it to be an app. I don't want it to be a store. Why does it have to be a business?
We'll talk about it off the air.
All right. Put me on game, bub.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, man. I think it's a good idea. I think you should prioritize it.
You know the Russians were digging into the earth?
I'm proud of them.
And they got not that far, but they started hearing screams.
Really?
Does that mean hell is on earth?
It's in Earth, right?
What if it's a whole different place?
Yeah, wouldn't it be?
But hell isn't supposed to be on earth.
It's in Earth.
It's in earth?
All right, you said they dug in the Earth?
Yeah.
How far did they dig?
I think like 2 miles maybe. They stopped because they kept hearing screams.
They stopped because they heard screams?
Ah!
Why would they stop?
Because they got scared. Wouldn't you?
Nah, I would have made him drill.
It's too hot too.
It was too hot. That's probably why. Yeah.
I kept hearing these screams, man.
Why would they stop from screams? Wouldn't you want to keep going?
No, because they weren't normal screams.
What kind? Really? It could just be the pressure from the heat.
They're scientists, Luke. You don't think they know what pressure from the heat sounds like?
I would hope they didn't.
There's a foreboding group of people down there.
They got scared.
What?
They shouldn't be out there, dude. They're scared of them.
You'd probably do the same thing.
I mean, I would, but you gotta, you get people out here who'll do it for whatever, man. Get the scientists that'll go to the grave for it.
Yeah, we need some martyrs out there.
Yeah, just send like.
But what if they
folk.
dug so much it released all the souls that were down there? You didn't think about that, did you, Ricky?
Now you're getting complimentary.
Mm-hmm. You didn't think about what if it just unleashed hell?
That's a good question.
And all those bad things you had put down in the dirt came back to you and you started acting real mean.
They would be mean to us?
No, like what if it was a place where people had lost a part of themselves, like their bad parts they had learned to grow and love. And we all have times we're ashamed of like dark things we've done or like personality thing, like selfishness, lying. And what if you've moved past it and it goes into the earth to never be released?
And then that gets released?
And you're back to square one. Like let's say like you're an addict and like a part of you went down there. It's just a thought, Luke. I'm just rambling.
Yeah, that's interesting to think about, though, because, I mean, that would be terrible for the world, because everyone has their dark demons
because it
that
would
they
just
dealt
be
with.
the worst of everyone.
Yeah.
But do you think there's people?
Interesting.
Do you think there's people that even if that happened, they'd still be real good? Like they're just born good and like very. Innocence is bliss, or what is it?
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe the people that are beautiful souls, but they don't have they have some handicaps.
Yeah, I think that's everyone. I think everyone deals with stuff dark. I think you have to. There's bad, there's good, man. You don't get one or the other. You get both. Everyone has their own things that they deal with.
Even the person that you're like, man, that's a really good person.
Yeah, he's dealt with
stuff. When they go home at night, they're probably beating on someone.
Well, they're probably a good person. They have a happy life. Everything's good, but I'm sure everyone goes through stuff, whether it be, you lost family members or went through tough times. You made bad decisions. Human nature.
I mean, look at Jalen Kitna.
See, you got mad at me for not trying. You didn't want me to bring him up, but here you go again.
No, I just wanted to see your reaction.
What about Jalen Kitna?
He deserves all the time he gets, man. It's disgusting. This is one of the worst crimes you can commit against humanity.
What did he do?
I think it's some do with child stuff.
All right, come on, man, relax.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's some unspeakable acts. You'll never be the same again.
Yeah, those are the worst type of guys.
Pedophiles are disgusting, and I can see them.
You watch them?
Sometimes I feel very judgmental because sometimes I'm like, that guy seems like,
No, you shouldn't.
I shouldn't.
You should be a pedophile predator where you go out and you expose
dude,
them.
I don't like to. I can't deal with those situations.
But have you seen those videos where the guys pretend to be like a 13-year-old?
Whenever I get on one, I start watching the whole.
Yeah, they're interesting. They're fun to watch.
I just can't do that to someone, really.
Why? They're doing
no matter
wrong.
how much I don't agree with, because I don't want to call their significant other or something and they have to tell them what they did. It's probably the right thing to do, but I can't do that, man. I don't like to ruin people's lives. They're gonna get caught one day, I assume, but I'm not gonna be that guy, dude.
Okay,
That's why I can't be in law enforcement, dude. I can't ruin someone's life for having a little bit of, a little bit of this, a little bit of that,
You got a soft spot for the people out here, huh?
Yeah, like the dolphin dandruff, man. Put them away for 5 years. Ain't worth it, man.
Why not?
He just had a little bit of dolphin dander.
It'd be funny to see you be like a law enforcement guy.
I think I'm too nice.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to get involved in any of that.
I feel like I'd let a lot of people go.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
you're
how
right.
far away from home are you?
Right,
Here,
you're
I'll follow you home.
yeah, yeah.
But that's how I think people should be. I think you should like a civil servant.
Be like, hey, you were going 70 and a 35. Slow it down. Thanks. See you later.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to, because it's a hassle, and yeah, what am I getting paid? 55,000? It's not enough to ruin people's lives.
Yeah, but you got a job to do.
I'll crack down on the DWI, unless they're like real close to home.
Hey, how far you live from me?
Open container, just pour it out and say have a nice day. That's what they used to do in like the 80s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah, I remember
Because
that.
it used to be very it was the norm to just have a beer.
Yeah, dude, I was there, dude.
No, dude, you were still just an afterthought.
Yeah, I saw a little clip actually where they first enforced like no drinking and driving, and they're like, what? Like after work, I want to drink, a beer
Yeah,
or two,
I think
driving
I s-
home from work.
Yeah, I think I saw the same.
Now they're doing seat belts. It's like, this is communist.
Yeah, I wonder where that video was.
I don't know, internet somewhere.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of bone in my body.
No, I don't. I couldn't see it either.
I could see it in you.
You could?
I could see you roughing around someone.
Yeah. I'd be like the guy they would call.
I feel like
it'd be like on second call. So like they send someone first to go out there, and then when you back up, I'm the guy that pulls up. Hey, what's
feel like
going on, Ryan?
you'd be like one of those guys that lives for the chase.
Yeah.
We got a runner.
I got him.
No dogs, no dogs. I got him.
Yeah, that would be me. I'd be like Dog the Bounty.
Yeah, what if they just made you all-time bounty hunter?
Oh, I'd love it.
Busting down doors.
I'd love that, dude. Cause there's no rules. You have a bounty to pay. I do whatever I want.
But I don't understand bounty hunters. Do they get people for misdemeanor warrants or felony warrants?
Felony mostly probably, or like the real serious ones. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
There's probably so many warrants out there, though.
Yeah.
Like, you can get a warrant for a traffic ticket.
Yeah, but that's.
I think it's probably felony warrants for,
Yeah,
like,
it's gotta
violent
be
crime or
felony.
some
Cause
drug.
they'll probably just just keep fining you and stuff. Cause I know there's a lot of ways around all that stuff.
40% of people incarcerated are drug charges.
Wow. How do you feel about that?
And we need rehabilitation, not punishment.
Hmm.
I've said this before.
What if they're selling it?
It's where you cross the line.
So it's just the users?
Yeah, I think if you have a possession charge, it's different.
Mm.
Because I feel like if you're distributing, you're probably toting a gun. You're probably putting some danger around, putting some heat on people.
Right.
Probably getting your gun out to have people pay you. Getting your goons out to shoot at someone.
Okay.
But a user, they're just using.
Right.
Possession.
Yeah, but they can get into criminal activity as well.
Yeah, to
Because
get
of it.
drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they can, but they need help.
Right.
And Greg Abbott ain't going to stand up for it. I am.
Come on, man. Don't do him like that.
What do you mean?
He's paralyzed, man.
Yeah, it's a tragic story, man.
We're talking about prison.
Free 'em.
Free him?
We got too many people in prison, man.
Stop doing drugs. Golly, what you
I
mean?
think. No, I think we've already touched on this. It should just be violent offenders.
Yeah, that's fair.
Domestic violence.
Make them fight.
Assault with a deadly weapon. Battery on a law enforcement duty officer.
Why?
Because that's bad.
Domestic violence?
I think they should let cops look how they want.
No.
Instead of being like
undercover?
No, yeah, like they can be undercover all the time, but they're still wearing the uniform. Like they can have long hair and like a beard, ponytail, like
Why?
untrimmed. Because every time I look at a cop, it's just like that guy's a cop because he's got like the military grade haircut with the clean shaven, with the pit vipers on his face, with the smug look.
Yeah, just
We
gritty.
need some righteous warriors out there,
Why though?
just so you can relate to them more. Like those guys think their poop don't stink because they got their hair looking like Greg Oystertag in the '90s.
True. They think they're above the law.
Yeah, but really, I see you in an alley.
You wouldn't hurt them.
It's man on man.
You'll see them and turn the other way.
It probably. I fear the law.
You say, I hope he's not looking at me.
I fear them. I just think they always have bad intentions.
Really?
They're looking to mess up your life, ruin your day. But I guess I've never been in a situation where a cop has helped me, like with a life-saving situation. So maybe when that day comes, I'll change my tune on the Boys in Blue.
Yeah,
Like
it's just a matter of circumstance.
I've never had to call the cops and be like, hey, someone's robbing my house, or hey, someone just hit me, someone just shot at me. I've never had that,
Thankfully, right?
thankfully. So they haven't proved to me that they'll help me when I'm in need.
I guess that's fair, yeah.
I'd probably just call the goons and squad.
You're gonna get them in squad?
The goons instead, which is Lou.
You're gonna call me?
Lou and the boys.
What would be some situations where you would call me to try to take care of it?
A group of guys is bullying me. Call me Stir Fry. And Little Guy.
Just like walking down the street?
Nah, just like if I'm having dinner,
Like, hey, stir fry.
I would immediately call you and say, hey, Lou, I got some guys talking that. I got those guys talking the
How many of them are there?
6.
Take care of it.
That guy's gonna be famous.
Who, Jalen?
I don't know his name, but the I got the coppers looking like turn her around and that guy's a genius for that, man. I should have thought of that a long time ago. I can do the trumpet with my mouth.
Go ahead.
Give me a song.
Boys to men.
I can do if I can think of a good horn, I can.
You picked up any new hobbies or anything cool recently?
No, I want to read.
What are you reading?
I want to read.
What, like Star Trek?
No, I want to go to Barnes & Noble and find a good book that I can't get my nose out of.
Like what?
Just something that
Mike Lupica?
takes me away from reality. Like Dinotopia.
You're gonna have to go look and see.
I know I went not too long ago and it was a 2-story Barnes & Noble. And my head was spinning and I couldn't figure out. There's this one author that I want to read. I just have to remember. The books kind of look like Slaughterhouse-5, like small paperback.
Mm-hmm.
But I read like the reviews and they're really interesting books. It like takes you away to someone else's life. Because I find that other people's lives are more interesting because they ain't mine.
Yeah, it's like watching a movie. You put yourself in there and you smell it. You
Yeah.
just watch it, you know.
I don't like I mean, I think maybe philosophical books, or I just don't like the self-help or mental health books.
They got you on all fours.
I just feel like I'm being, I don't know.
You're not trying to get better?
I am, but I don't know. Like I have my own techniques.
What about Adam Thielen to the Chiefs?
He went?
They're in discussions right now.
I think Adam Thielen's washed.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why everyone's like, oh, Adam Thielen, he's the next Bill Belinnikoff.
No, he's not that. He's not that. He's good. I think he'll be good there if he wins.
I mean, an aging Caucasian male wide receiver. They don't
Yeah.
age gracefully.
Edelman, Reckler.
Kevin Walters.
Yeah.
They never last long.
He did it till 30 something.
The only one I can think of is Cole Beasley.
He'll be fine. That's a good landing spot.
Jordy Nelson.
Oh, man.
Ed McCaffrey.
Jeremy Shockey.
Tight end.
Ranch Hand Ricky.
That guy's seen a lot of cattle.
You think so?
I think I want to get a couple steers.
Yeah, he can load them up.
How many will they produce in the first 6 years?
Oh, you gotta get that manure going, bro.
I want to get a bull named Rodney.
I'm gonna get you a little telebander and pass him
Actually, I
around.
want to get a bull and name him something very, very vile.
Like what? Bennett?
Sinister Steve.
Sharkin?
Like Executioner Edward.
What about Balding Brandon?
It's not scary at all. Have you ever seen a bull?
Yeah, they're insane creatures.
Did you go to the rodeo?
Never.
You live up here, why don't you go to the rodeo?
You couldn't pay me to get out there.
No, dude, it's not worth it.
I do like the livestock stuff during the day.
You like the mutton busting?
Maybe eat like a funnel cake.
You like mutton busting?
Yeah.
What is that?
Know where they tie the bulls up? By the dinks?
No, it's when the kids ride the sheep.
Nah, I'm good on that.
Yeah, that's funny, isn't it?
I don't know.
It seems like a little bit of...
Do they have a petting zoo?
Yeah, there's a kangaroo.
I'll find my way out there.
I also want to go to a pet store in Austin that has a sloth.
A sloth?
Yeah.
Is he for sale?
No, I think his best friend's an iguana because he likes to lick the salt off his skin.
That's disgusting.
Dude, I would go to that pet store and have an abysmal, a magnificent time.
Yeah, you and sloths would be fascinated.
5-finger discount the little sloth away from the pet store.
Yeah.
How hard could it be to take a sloth? They don't struggle.
What do you mean take them?
Just put them in my pocket.
You mean like
Put 'em-
steal them?
Yeah, 5-finger discount.
Sloths are big, dude.
I know, you just put them in your jacket. They ain't gonna move fast.
No, they're gonna say, "What do you got in there?"
Silly
Where are
dog.
you going with that thing?
What if they didn't notice? I just walked out.
You don't think they'll notice a sloth missing?
And I say, hey, can I handle this? And then I wait till they go to the back. Says, hey, can you give me some food for them?
And then you leave with them. They're gonna know who took them.
Yeah, but how are they gonna know who I am?
What do you mean? They just watched you and talked to
Yeah,
you.
but they don't know my name.
Yeah, but they know who to look for.
I'll be gone.
Dude, they got you faced. They got you on camera. They heard your voice, your eye color, the color of your jacket.
But if I wear sunglasses and a beanie?
I mean, that'll give you a better chance.
Okay, then.
They got your scent.
No, I got an idea. I'll be in the pet store holding them when they go to the back. I run outside, hand the sloth to you. You run away. I come back and say, hey, someone stole the sloth.
And then they'll look at the camera since
Why do you think pet stores have cameras?
they absolutely don't.
Exactly.
You just have to go hit it at night, you know, and the lights are out and everyone else is gone.
See, now you're the sinister one.
No, I'm just telling you, there's a way to, probably a better way to
I'm trying
do
to
it.
a non-violent crime.
No,
You're trying to get me to break the glass and
no, you get in without it.
all the animals break loose.
You have, hey, you tell the night person, hey, leave that door open, boy.
You're not gonna listen to me.
And then you leave it open. It's non-violent, eh? Why? What are you gonna do with this sloth?
Keep them in here.
Why? What is he gonna do for you?
No, you can have them.
I know, but what is the purpose of you stealing the sloth?
I have a sloth.
Just have him around, hanging around?
Well, also for observation.
Probably hate his life because he's stuck in a box.
No, he's not. He's gonna be traveling.
Boy, where's he gonna go?
We're gonna get a couple trees in here. A vine that goes across to another tree. Dude, it takes him like 8 years to get from one side of the room to the other.
Yeah, but do you not forget that they have to go to the ground to use the restroom?
You got wood floors. Will poop and pick it up.
I'm gonna have to put like a patch of sand down. Darren Waller's getting traded to the Giants.
No,
Breaking news.
that one's insane.
You like that?
Yeah.
Me too. He's the number one target now, huh?
Yeah.
Danny Jones like. I like that, man. Hopefully Darren Waller can refine himself again. You saw he got married?
Yeah, to Plumlee.
Kelsey Plum or whatever.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Their kids are gonna be like freaks.
Yeah, that's true.
Next Blake Griffin.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Ben Gordon Jr.
I think Ben Gordon's full black.
Man, I think he's mentally unstable.
No, he's been doing fine lately.
Really? He's good again?
I don't know.
He's just not in the news. I mean, he's doing all right. I like that move for the Giants.
How can you not, bub?
Do you like that?
Yeah.
You didn't like Bellinger?
Doesn't Plum play for the New York
Liberty? That's I think probably.
Or the Aces?
I don't know. I don't know. I know Griner's out there, Chicago, I think.
She plays for Phoenix.
No, didn't she sign somewhere else?
She signed with Phoenix.
Again? Giants trading Darren Waller. Oh, so Foster Moreau season. Foster Moreau season. Thank you.
Foster Moreau season. He stinks.
Well, he doesn't. You started him in fantasy last year for like 2 weeks. I'm excited for fantasy, dude. We got to start doing fantasy stuff.
It ain't gonna be pretty.
Fantasy baseball, fantasy soccer,
Soccer.
March Madness. What do you got going on for March Madness?
Oh, a whole lot of nothing.
You don't have anything for me?
Bama.
Bama, you just going the whole way?
Best player in college basketball equals championship.
That's very rarely the case.
Convince me otherwise.
Who's been the good best players the last few years? Exactly.
What about Okie Dokie?
Nah, Texas is going to win it.
Would you ever name your dog Okie Dokie?
Absolutely not.
What about Okie Loki?
I don't think so.
What about Low Key?
No. We talked about this. Rodney Smith would be his name.
That's my dog's name.
Yeah, I like it.
Yours would be Low Key Steve.
Mine would be Balding Brandon. They sent a 3rd-round pick for him.
Hey, the months was a boy who never knew his name.
You want to do a supermarket sweep?
Nope.
Why not?
What does that mean?
Just hit it heavy.
Ah, man.
You gonna get something to eat?
How long has it been?
1:29.
Golly. I felt like we went longer. I was thinking it was 2 hours.
It's only 1:30.
Dude, we could watch the episode of CSI SUVs.
You know, we rebuild the Broncos.
Oh, The Price is Right. Would you play a game show called The Price is Right?
Yeah, I'd play it. I always wanted to be on a game show. I think everyone does, but it'd be fun as poop.
I want to be on Fear Factor.
What about Family Feud?
It's too much pressure.
What if we got the Campbells out there? We'd be good, huh?
Yeah, I'd probably be on the bench.
Why?
Because, man, Dad's smarter than me, Mom, Caitlin.
No, we're not doing this, dude. Family Feud is like common, like pretty simple, easy answer.
Just put me in at fast money and we'll win. You gotta get 200 points, I'll get you 150.
Yeah, like Family Feud isn't like crazy questions. They're like,
Yeah, but it's a lot of pressure because you have
oh, what's red that a blind man would wear? You know, bandana.
blazer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
but
not that hard.
when you're on live TV, you go blank.
Nah,
Because if you hit that button, you're probably like, oh.
just think about what's at stake.
Dude, you don't. I used to play Family Feud on the phone. I want to get that again.
Yeah, let's play, man.
All right, then.
Words with friends?
No,
Why not?
I ain't playing that game.
You don't like to play games, huh?
Nope.
Are you a Chester's hot fries or a Cheeto flaming hot type of gal?
I like Chester hot fry.
Wrong.
They're just, something about them, man. They just melt in your mouth.
Do you want to get some for me?
No, it causes me gastral distress.
You got a stomach ulcer for
I'm
me?
gonna have to use priority poop to get out of that one.
There you go.
I ain't playing either.
That's free.
It's
advertising.
like putting food coloring on a brown stick.
That's disgusting, dude. What is that?
What? What's brown and sticky?
Corn dog.
Nope.
Brownie.
Nope.
Brown and sticky. Football.
No.
Wood.
Nope.
The back of your head.
It's a stick.
Yeah, wooden stick.
Brown and sticky, a stick.
Yeah, I said wood.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a stick.
What is a
I'm
stick?
surprised you didn't guess poop.
What is a stick?
Brown and sticky.
Wood.
All right, Bob, can I wrap it up?
Yeah, I'm hungry. Let's get something to eat.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Forget What You Heard. We love you guys. Have a great week. Peace, love, and happiness. Enjoy your football free agency.
Bark, bark.
March Madness. There is none unless you take some for yourself.